So let's look at this Java app I made using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and use the Webpack as a build tool. So we go to the localhost 8080, and then we can see this page. If we click this button, Plan Now, it will move to the second page, the Plan Your Trip page. So basically this app is like if you enter the location you are traveling to, for example, we are traveling from Edmonton to Toronto. The departing day, like for example, we want to travel tomorrow. So basically, if you travel tomorrow, you will, like if your trip is within a week, you will get the current weather forecast. If your trip is in the future, you will get a predict forecast. So because our trip is tomorrow, so we can get the current weather forecast. Click Submit button. So we can get the city image of Toronto. So it shows we are boarding from Edmonton and our trip is to Toronto, and we are departing day is on 2021 May 31st. So expect weather, it will show the expect weather. If we click the remove button, the phone will be reset. So now let's look at our code. So this project was built in Webpack build tool. It has two modes, development mode and production mode. And so let's look at the source folder first. In the source folder, it has client folder, server folder. Let's look at the server folder first. So this app, I use the Express.js to run server and the logs. And I create an instance of app. And also use the body parser as a middleware. So see here, like if we the user request to the home page, it will render the index.html file. And this server was run on port 8080. So this code is used to store the data, like I set the post load. So basically the user can send the data to this server by add load. And also user can get all the data. Now let's quickly view our clients folder. I have Java.js folder, so it holds the two files, app.js and handle submit.js. So let's look at the JS folder. First, to look at the handle submit file. So this app, I use 3 API. One is Pixel Bay API. So this API is used to display an image of city I entered. And also the GeoNode API, and that is used to get the coordinates. And also the weatherbit API, that is used to get the weather data. So I set all the variable here on this part. And then this is the handle submit function. So in the function, I will call the individual function like GeoNode data function, weather data function, and update UI function. Now let's look at this part of the code. So this is geodata function. This is a synchronous function. So this function is used to get the coordinates information from GeoNode APIs. And this path function, the get weather data function, I set 3 parameters. to latitude, to longitude, and the date. So 3 these parameters, I can get the data and fetch the data from the WeatherBit API. And this function is used to get image function used to get the city image from Pixabay API. So after we fetch all of information from these 3 API, we can and got the input information from the user. So we can So this part is for the post data. Like I set the post lot also, right? So basically it's send the in data information from the client to the user through the post method. Then after that, I update the UI elements. After got all the information from the API and the user input information, so through this code, through this update UI function, so it will help display all the information on the UI page. Like then I export the handle submit function, like this function. So inside the function we call the get GeoNode data function, weather data function, and update UI function. And then we export the handle submit function. Now let's look at the app.js. We import the handle submit from the handle submit JS file. So this code means it's used the DOM element. So through the query selector, we select the plan now classes. So we can add an event listener. So for example, we click, let's go to the here. We click plan now, it can go to the second page, plan the trip page. And so this code is get the element from the submit button. So we add an event listener, like click event. So once it click, it can call a handle submit function from this hand submit JS file. So let's try it. So from Toronto to Vancouver, for example, the traveling day is on June 10th. Click submit. So days away is 10 days. So it will show image of Vancouver. So from Toronto to Vancouver. Also shows the departing day. Then the predict weather. And this one, select the remove trip ID, and it add the event listener. Click event. So once I click this remove button, all this information, all this trip information will remove, and then the plan your trip form will be reset. After that, we export plan now and remove trip code function. This is the index.html. Yeah. And then I import the handle submit file, plan now function from this app.js and handle submit JS. And also import the style file, like foot.scss, head.scss, and style.ss, and also the image. Yeah, and this project I use the test to test the handle submit function and the server, I also do a test. Yeah, this is my HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.Js app, travel app.